Even after the Season 3 update, Overwatch 2 has had some serious matchmaking problems, with one of the main issues stemming from the fact that you get paired against players that shouldn't be at your skill level. Now, some news from the developers stated that there is some matchmaking changes coming right around the corner. Jira News, one of the lead developers on Overwatch 2, said there is some improvements that were made with the Season 3 update. However, a new round of changes are coming to the scene after this weekend. There was a mini patch today addressing a few bug fixes and changes, but I didn't see anything about matchmaking on there. Now, unless there was something they did behind the scenes, or just the fact that they didn't address it, there definitely needs to be something done about the current state of Overwatch. I feel like if they did make changes to matchmaking, it'd be the first thing on their priority list to let people know about the changes. Because for me personally, I've been playing most of the day today, and the matchmaking still feels exactly the same. Because I've been playing so much Overwatch lately, I'm starting to develop a theory on how it works. First off, I think Overwatch, they like to have the matchmaking design so you win about 50% of your games and lose about 50% of your games. This is why it feels like you go on huge winning streaks and then huge losing streaks following the day after. For example, one day I would go 11-1, and then the next day I would literally lose like 10 in a row. Not only this, the quality of matches that I'm getting when I'm losing just feel absolutely awful compared to the ones that I'm winning. My current peak right now is Master 2, and I'm still getting Diamond and Platinums in my game for some reason. To me, yes, I know they need to have shorter queue times, but for me, I'd much rather wait for a longer queue time than have to sit there and play with a Platinum and Diamond player. Like, I should not be playing with people that are literally 2 divisions lower than me, but I digress. I don't want to make this whole video me complaining about the matchmaking system. Everyone knows that there's huge flaws with it. I honestly think the easiest solution to the system that Blizzard could do is just revert back to the old one. Instead of playing 5 wins to rank up and 15 losses, I'd much rather just gain 20 SR or like lose 15 SR win, rather than just sitting there playing 5 games, losing 5 games, hoping I rank up. Like, yes, I understand that Blizzard, they want to be unique, they want to be cool, they want to make those investors happy, but I just don't understand the reasoning behind it. Like, why not just have a ranking system that works like every other game so that you're paired against players that are equal to your skill level? If I'm a 4000 SR DPS player, I should be playing people that are roughly the same elo, right? Plus or minus 300 probably, playing against people that are 4300 or maybe even down below to like 3700, somewhere in between. There just needs to be a good threshold on it. I don't understand their current system right now and how they actually pair people against each other. They say there's some hidden MMR, but frankly, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like they throw you in with whoever, and the net threshold of players that I'm playing against or that I have on my team is just absolutely ridiculous. Referring back to the old SR system, right now, if I'm like a 3500 DPS player, I could have people that are 1000 SR lower than me. That's how bad it feels right now. To give you an idea, back in Overwatch 1, Masters was 3500 SR and Platinum was 2500. So having that 2 skill division difference makes a massive difference when you're trying to play the game and actually win and communicate with your teammates. And all you lower elo folks out there, I feel very bad for you. I feel very, very bad for you. Not gonna lie, my support, my tank, they're a little lower. They're around Platinum right now. And the games that I'm playing tank with my friends, like, they just feel absolutely unplayable sometimes. I just don't understand the logic that people don't communicate at all. I'm versing golds, I'm versing diamonds, like there's literally just a massive mix, got some silvers here and there, like it doesn't make any sense, man. It's so funny how bad the system is. My next question, addressed to Blizzard. Why are these updates taking so long? Matchmaking was quote unquote supposed to be what they were focusing on, taking open feedback from the community and making sure that the game is actually playable. Obviously, I'm not a Blizzard team member. I don't actually know how the system works and how it's designed internally, but just from an outside perspective, an investor perspective, the current system literally feels like some children made it.
Like, oh, we want to be innovative, we want to be innovative, we want to be unique.
Bro, nobody cares. Just make a game that works and a game that I can actually play. Gonna keep it a straight buck with you fellas. Those Blizzard developer blog posts that they put up, nobody actually reads those. Nobody reads those. Literally nobody cares. Might briefly glance over it, see if there's any changes coming, and if there's not, then like whatever, I just close out of the tab. And like instead of writing these developer blog posts, why don't we just allocate some more team members to the matchmaking? Let's get it fixed, boys. I know we can do it. Blizzard, your multi-billion dollar company, and this is still a problem. 6 months, by the way, since the game's been released. Almost 6 months. One thing I want to understand is why do changes take so long to make in Overwatch? On the contrary, why do other games make updates so quickly? For example, like a Riot game, they make changes every 2 weeks, and those games feel very smooth. I'm not saying they're the greatest games, but they're playable. But Overwatch, they say they're gonna release something, they announce something, and it takes months for it to even come into fruition. Like, oh, remember that Somber rework that got announced like 2 months ago? Yeah, we have no information on that yet, literally zero. The Brigida rework, we have literally no information on that yet. No gameplay footage, nothing. Like we're just left in the dark to assume and make assumptions. This company is literally just a straight up meme. Like it's so funny, man. They promise stuff, they don't deliver. Oh, matchmaking's gonna be fixed in season 3, by the way. And guess what? It still doesn't work. Like, please just fix the game. I'm just so passionate about this because I do like Overwatch. The game is a great concept. I like playing it. But it's just the fact that Blizzard doesn't really seem to care about the game all that much. It's not even just for matchmaking either. It's for balance changes, releasing stuff to the community, literally giving us recycled events. Like, it's just very low effort. I hate to use the word, but all hope is not lost yet. I think we're gonna see a lot more updates and information regarding the system coming towards the mid-season patch. That's typically when Blizzard does roll out the big changes, unless it's an absolutely crucial hotfix. But then again, you never know. We did have Roadhog running around for about 4 to 5 weeks, terrorizing the game. So I'm really hoping, I'm really hoping that Blizzard learned from their mistakes in Season 2, and that Season 3 can be a fresh new start moving forward. Got that mid-season patch coming up, can make some important changes to the system that need to be made, and we can actually have Overwatch in a playable state. Don't get me wrong, the updates they did do in Season 3, making it from 7 wins to 5 wins, and also it does feel like the matches are a little bit more balanced. They have been helping quite a bit. Like, I've been enjoying the game a bit more. It also helps that Roadhog isn't running around every single game. But I still think that they could do a way better job, especially with all the money that they have. And I'm sure by now they've gathered enough data for whatever they need and should be able to make changes accordingly. Now, some changes that I would like to see personally come to the system is 1, give us some indication in game the type of players that we're versing. So back in Overwatch 1, they had a visibility system where I could see the ranks of the enemy players. Because right now it's kind of hard to decipher who's on your team, who's on the enemy team, especially when they have private profiles. Even at the end of the game, there's no way of actually telling what type of ranked players were on your team. For example, in a game like Valorant, CSGO, at the end of the game, you have the option to view the ranks of the enemy players. But in Overwatch, they don't give us that visibility for some reason.
Oh, but we don't want our community to be toxic. We don't want you guys to be toxic and disrespect each other.
Like, bruh, nobody even communicates in the game anyways. I ain't gonna be doing disrespecting. I think Blizzard understands how poorly balanced the system is, so that's why they don't give us the visibility. Because they know the amount of backlash they would get seeing golds versus platinums every single game or golds versus diamonds every single game. They would get so much backlash for that. If you made it to the end, subscribe, fellas. See you in the next one. Peace.